Hey everyone, welcome to the Dankest Dungeon. Today we're going to be playing a commander game with just some of our personal decks. Let's see what everyone's bringing to the table. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jason, and today I'm going to be playing Urza, Lord Protector. Basically what I'm looking to do is to protect everyone by comboing off with Sensei's Divining Top and some other stuff.
Hey guys, I'm back, and today we're playing Omnath, Locus of Creation. Whole point of what we're doing, landfall. As many triggers as we can get. See if we can do it.
Hey, it's Corbin. We are playing Go-Shintai of Life's Origins today. It is a personal deck of mine. It's not the deck verbatim though, because Jason's mean and he won't let me play Sarah Sanctum, something, poor people.
Howdy guys, it's Nate. Today I am playing Saskia the Unyielding. They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. So I'm gonna kill those guys, because they're trying to take my freedom.
Alright everyone, welcome to the place where we play Magic. Let's go ahead and roll off for this game of Magic. I got an 8.
What I'm saying is I will get through one of your intros without laughing, I promise.
Yes.
Nope, 7.
Also,
You and me.
Let's go, Jason. You are trash.
8 and 6. My hand is hot garbage with no lands, so let's get rid of it.
My hand is mid, but I will keep it.
0 lands!
I don't remember how this deck works. No, I don't keep this. Okay, we figured it out. I know how my deck works now, guys.
Good enough.
Yeah, I'm throwing that away again.
Yeah, same.
That's a going to 5.
Yikes.
The landfall deck doesn't play lands.
We still got game 2, Addy.
Yeah. There's no time like game 2.
Yeah, this is fine.
That has lands.
I'll put you back.
Throwing 2 on the bottom.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Play a Marsh Flats. I will crack a Marsh Flats, grab a Jetmir Garden, and say go.
I'm going to play a Flooded Strand for turn and pass.
What a draw. We will play a Breeding Pool tapped, and then we'll go ahead and pass the turn.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to slam down this Temple Garden. Ouchies. We will play a Deafening Silence. Each player can't cast more than one non-creature spell each turn. I'll pass.
Go with this here Swamp and pay 2 for a Bloom Tender. It taps for each color I have among colored permanents I control. Say go.
I'm going to pop this Flooded Strand. I'm going to grab the land that surveils. Whoa, it's right there.
Some technology.
Meticulous Archive.
Love you, Matt.
That's how I keep my archives.
That's how you keep your archives meticulous.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then I'm going to surveil one. I'm going to put Tezzeret the Seeker into my graveyard. Go to my turn. I'm going to play a Mystic Gate, pay 2 for an Azorius Signet, and I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw.
And Deafening Silence makes my hand much worse. I forgot where you were playing.
Thespian stage. We're going to go ahead and Colony Heart Expedition.
Neat.
When a land enters the battlefield, I get a quest counter. Upon 3 quest counters, I may sacrifice it and grab 2 basic lands.
Come on,
Put them
Lord.
onto the battlefield tapped. And pass.
I'm gonna play a Plaza of Heroes. I'm gonna play a Draenith Magistrate, and I'll pass.
Nice. Draw. Jason, I'm gonna bog your graveyard.
Got him.
Rest in piss, Tezzeret.
I'm gonna tap a Swamp, cast my 1 non-creature spell for this turn, being a Soul Ring. Cast Sarth, the Viper's Fang. Other tapped creatures I control have Death Touch. Other untapped creatures I control have Hexproof, and I can pay 1 and tap it to untap another target creature or land I control. Say go.
Play an island, 3 mana, or a Ristic Study.
Gross.
Oh, I can't wait to pay my taxes. I'm only playing 1 card a turn.
Yeah, that's exactly why my hand was back.
Yep.
Go for it.
We'll play a Temple Garden tapped. We'll get a counter on Colony Heart, and we'll say go.
I will a Wild Growth targeting Plaza of Heroes. Not pay the 1.
I will draw a card.
I will cast Delighted Halfling with the green. Trigger Ristic Study. I will pay the 1. And then I will get on Jason's bumpers for 1.
Down to 38.
I'll pass.
Tap Jetmir for a red. Tap Soul Ring for 2. Use Sarth to untap Jetmir. Tap Jetmir for a white. Black and 1. So Mardu and 1. Cast Caesar, Legion's Emperor, paying the 1. So Caesar says when I attack, I can sack a creature. If I do, choose 2. Create 2 1/1 red and white soldier creature tokens with haste that are tapped when attacking, drawing a card and losing a life, or dealing damage equal to the number of creature tokens I control to target opponent. Sega?
Play an island for turn. 3 mana or a trinket mage. When it comes into play, I'm going to search my library for an artifact that costs 1 or less. I'm going to grab Esper Sentinel.
Nice.
We just got to double up here.
Awesome.
He was a creature, so I could keep on casting. Cast another creature, Esper Sentinel. And then I will play my 1 non-land for turn, being a Lotus Petal. Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Hollowed Fountain, tap. Counter. Pass.
We out here.
He's got a board wipe.
I'm gonna cast Sanctum of Stone Fangs. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of shrines you control, which is just 1. I have 2 floating mana, so I'll pay for both your taxes, and I'll pass.
Tap Bloom Tender for all 4 of my colors. Soul Ring for 2. Have 1 floating. Aragorn, Hornburg Hero, using that Soul Ring to pay for taxes. Attacking creatures I control have First Strike and Renown 1. And then whenever a renowned creature I control deals combat damage to a player, double the number of +1 counters on it. Tap Jetmir's Garden for 1, the Jukabog for black, and then use the colorless floating for some taxes. Cast a Thalia's Lieutenant. When Thalia's Lieutenant enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other human I control. And then when another human enters the battlefield under my control, put a +1/+1 counter on Thalia's Lieutenant.
So does that make them renowned now?
No.
Oh, okay.
They don't become renowned until they smack you. Go to combat. Swing Caesar at you, Jason. Trigger Caesar. Eat Thalia's Lieutenant. And we are going to choose to draw a card and lose a life, and make 2 1/1s tapped and attacking. Those 2 1/1s that are tapped and attacking will be attacking Eddie.
Trinket mage will die.
Okay.
I don't think you believe me when I said Eddie had a board wipe.
I wish I did, but unfortunately that Supreme Verdict went right to the bottom.
They smacked Eddie. They are now renowned soldiers.
Bro, they made a name off of you. That's crazy.
Was chasing clout.
I'm telling you, no names coming off the bench.
With that, I will Sega.
My 1 non-land card
Slam it.
will be a Felwar Stone.
Boom, kid.
Farewell Stone. I feel like you should cast your... Oh, wait.
I'll pass.
Mountain for turn. 3rd quest counter on Colony Heart. We're going to play a Solemn. Another land enters. Another counter on a Colony Heart.
Let's go.
Pass.
Sanctum triggers. It will, you all take 1, and I'll gain 1. I will not pay any taxes because I can't.
That's very cool of you.
Yeah.
You're a cool guy.
I'm going to play the Sanctum of Calm Waters. It is uncounterable because of Delighted Halfling. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may draw X cards where X is the number of shrines you control. If you do, discard a card. I'm passing the turn.
Tap this for all of my colors. Use the red tap Sarth, targeting Jetmir's Garden. On target, we'll tap it for a green. We'll untap it. We'll tap it for a green. Tap Soul Ring to pay for both the taxes. Tribute to the World Tree. When a creature enters the battlefield under my control, if its power is 3 or greater, draw a card. If it isn't, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So we'll let that mana go away because I'm a dum-dum and forgot I've been silenced. Swing a Kaisar at Corbin. We'll swing an Aragon at you, Jason. We will swing the 1/1 Renowned Soldier at you as well, Jason. Caesar trigger. Eat one of the Renowned Soldiers to make 2 more. One's coming at you, Corbin, and one's coming at you. They're going to enter tribute. They're going to get 2 counters. And then for the second choice of Caesar, I'm going to lose a life and draw a card.
Do they get the counters before or after?
After they got
Okay.
deal damage. So this soldier is renowned. So I'm going to double the counters on him.
I am not blocking any of that foolishness, so 8. Sure.
I'm going to sack the Solemn. Not sack him, but he's going to block and die. A very horrible death to draw me a card.
Say go.
End of your turn, I'm going to Mystical Tutor. See if I can't clean up that mess of a board state for you.
Be nice if you didn't, but that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just grab a Supreme Verdict. And I'll go to my turn. I'm going to play a Reliquary Tower for turn. I'm going to pass.
Huh? Well, since Jason's too pussy,
So being voted.
All right, I'll pass.
Everybody loses 2 life. I will gain 2 life. There it is. That's how that works. And then I will draw 2 cards and discard a card. 2 mana. I'll play a Carpet of Flowers. Paying the 1. Land for turn is going to be a Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. I will move to my combat step, and then I will move to my post-combat step, main phase, which will trigger Carpet. 3 blue to my mana pool. 5 mana. Now I'll just play my commander.
Triggeristic study?
I paid. You will trigger and create a shrine token. Blang. Alright, so Go-Shintai of Life's Origin. Whenever Go-Shintai or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under my control, I make a 1/1 colorless shrine token. I can also pay 1 of each color of Magic in Magic the Gathering. Tap Go-Shintai of Life's Origin to return target enchantment card from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Untap, upkeep, drop. Cast my own Esper Sentinel. It's gonna get 2+1/+1 counters.
Let's go.
In response, I'm just going to resculpt your commander, Corbin.
Sure.
Pay 2, paying 1. Demonic Tutor. I'm gonna grab a command tower with my Demonic Tutor that I don't have to tell you guys about.
That's fine.
And then I'm gonna play my land for turn being a command tower.
Nice.
Sega?
Playing a Darkar Waste. What?
Nothing.
What?
Add a card.
Is it Adakar? Yeah, it's AR.
A dark card. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You're like a dark card.
Well-
A dark card.
3 weeks from now when this is posted, you will know
Yeah,
the
that's
truth.
fine.
I'm going to pay 3 mana. My commander. I'm going to pay a bunch of mana, 4 mana for the Soul Guide Lantern. Do you have any shrines in your graveyard?
I have 1 shrine in my graveyard.
We'll hit that.
Okay.
Go for it.
Omnath, Locus of Creation. Enters the battlefield, I'll draw a card. Whenever a land enters the battlefield in my control, if it's the first time, I gain 4 life. If it's the second time, I get 1 of each of his colors to my mana pool. If it's the third time, I deal 4 damage to each player and each planeswalker I don't control.
Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't say what Urza does. He makes some stuff cost 1 less. The stuffs being instants, sorceries, and artifacts, which I paid 1 too many mana.
I was gonna say.
He can also meld with the Might Stone and the Weak Stone, but that probably won't happen.
Temple of the False God is my land for the turn. Trigger, I'm going to gain 4 life. Then I'm going to sack the Colony Heart, go grab 2 basics and put them on the battlefield tapped. Get 1 of each of my commander's colors to my mana pool, and then I'm going to deal 4 damage to each of you. We'll let the mana fizzle from my pool. And
Untap. Upkeep. No effects. I will draw for turn. Alright, trigger Sanctum of Stonefangs, trigger Sanctum of Calm Waters. Everybody lose 3. I'll gain 3. And then I'll draw 3 cards. And I will discard a card. Land for turn. It's gonna be this Plains. Got 3 mana off this Carpet of Flowers I can do something with. 8 mana it is. Yeah, we'll pay all the taxes because I'm petty. We're gonna play Enigmatic Incarnation. It is a 4-drop enchantment that I just paid 8 for. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrificed enchantment's converted mana cost, and then put that onto the battlefield. I'm gonna go to my end step. I will trigger the Incarnation. I will sacrifice this Sanctum of Stonefangs. I'm gonna play this Archon of Emeria. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. Period. Full stop. And then non-basic lands my opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. And then I'll pass the turn.
Tap Jetmir's Garden for a green. Tap Bog to pay for the taxes. Cast a Birds of Paradise.
he's ramping.
It's going to enter. It's going to get 2+1 counters from Tribute to the World Tree.
Let's go.
We're like birds of the Iron Paradise.
Its Paradise is the gym. Sega.
I'm going to pass the turn.
Dude,
I'm just kind of into that nowadays. Trying it out, you know?
Seems pretty good.
I'm trying out pacifism. Pay 7. Omnath, Locus of Rage. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I make a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token. And whenever he or another elemental I control dies, it deals 3 damage to any target.
Are you paying
Paying it and passing the turn.
end of his turn?
Oh no.
7.
That's
It's
like-
not Cycra.
Oh.
We're gonna final showdown. Choose a creature I control, gains indestructible until end of turn. Choosing my commander. +5, destroy all creatures.
Trigger Esper Sentinel.
Yeah, you got that.
Alright, I'm gonna bullet you for 6.
I'm gonna untap now. Alright, trigger Sanctum of Calm Waters. I'm gonna draw a card. And then discard a card. Fondant of Night's Reach. I'm gonna play the Scalding Tarn for my land for turn. 3 islands off this carpet of flowers. 7. I will cast my commander for 6, using the 1 floating to pay for Ristic Study. Get the brick back. Move to my end step. I will trigger the Incarnation. Sacrifice this Wild Growth. Collector will go into play.
That's neat.
I'll pass.
Paying 3 for a Nature's Lore. We'll get Zeotora's Proving Ground. It'll enter tapped. Say go.
I suppose we're just continuing with this.
Not the new thing you found out that you enjoy called passing the turn?
Oh no, we're moving over to board wipe every turn now.
Yeah.
I'll kill my own commander. And then we will recast my commander for 5 this time.
I'll respond.
Okay.
I'm gonna sack the Scalding Tarn. 2 mana. I'm gonna cast Strict Serenade. Counter target creature spell.
Yeah, that's fine. You got it.
My turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the thing I've been thinking about doing for many turns, but I haven't done yet. We're gonna make Thespian's Age a copy of Temple of the False God.
Neat.
So now I have 2 Temple of the False Gods. Paying the extra 1, paying 7 for a Rampaging Baloth. Trample 6/6. Whenever it lands the battlefield, I get a 4/4 beast. Pass.
I will trigger Sanctum and draw a card. I discard a card. I'm gonna discard Sterling Grove. Who cares about protection? Land for turn is gonna be Mana Confluence. I will cast Sanctum of All, paying the 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library and or graveyard for a shrine card and put that onto the battlefield. If an ability of another shrine you control triggers while you control 6 more shrines, that ability triggers an additional time.
Now that you read all that, how about an offer?
Sure. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'll pass the turn.
Pay 4, 1 of each color, paying the taxes with a Soul Ring. I'm gonna cast Saskia the Unyielding, a 3/4 with Vigilance and Haste. As it enters the battlefield, I choose a player. Choose you, Jason.
God damn.
So whenever a creature I control deals damage to anybody, it also deals that much damage to Jason.
Oh yeah.
Tribute to the World Tree trigger. Its power is 3 or greater. I draw a card. I'm gonna play a Menace.
Minas Tirith.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks, nerd. It's gonna enter tapped unless I control a legendary creature. I control a legendary creature. It doesn't do that. Combat. Sorry, Corbin. I'm gonna smack you for 3 because you're the only one open.
I don't care.
Jason already saw it coming. He took 3. Say go.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. I'll play my commander.
Awesome.
That's it. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Paying the 1 extra for Ristic Study. Commander. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. Paying the 1 extra for the Ristic Study. Kodama's Reach.
I will respond. I am going to cast the Dress Down. When Dress Down enters the battlefield, draw a card. Creatures lose all abilities. At the beginning of the end step, sacrifice Dress Down.
Lane's the hand play return. Well, that's all I have. I don't have any more mana, so I'll say go.
Yeah, I'll trigger Calm Waters. Draw a card. Discard a Spara's Headquarters. And for turn is going to be some technology. Lush Portico. I'm going to bend this Archivist of Agma. Island count is still 3, yeah, for everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
I have not changed.
I've never owned an island, and I don't plan on it. Learned anything from Epstein. Don't own an island.
Well, pay 8, and I'm not paying the 1.
You're not paying the
I'm
1.
not paying the 1.
Cool.
Play Go-Shintai, the Life Origin for the umpteenth time. I'll pass.
If you appreciate the content we're creating and you'd like to support us here at the Dungeon, the #1 way to do so is to sign up over on our Patreon page. Some of the Patreon benefits include access to our full deck lists, voting privileges for polls held over on our Patreon, and shoutouts at the end of every video to let everyone know how awesome you are. If money's tight and becoming a patron isn't the best option for you right now, we totally get it. Simply liking our videos or subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, or commenting down below all help as well, and are totally free. Thank you all for watching and enjoy the game. Now's the time for your comeback, Nate.
Yeah.
Let us have it.
This is my fight song.
Shock and a Blood Crypt. Cast an Aurelia the War Leader.
Oh.
It is a 3/4 with Flying, Vigilance, and Haste. When it attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures I control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase.
Why did you pick me?
Tribute of the World Tree. I'm gonna draw a card. Go to combat.
In response, I'm going to go ahead and pad Aurelia.
Oh,
My guy. I'm trying to kill Jason.
Yeah, I don't need that on the board.
Then path it after he's dead. Like, what are you doing?
Thanks, Eddie.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go get a basic.
You literally just, when he goes to main phase 2, you're like, yeah, you did your thing. Jason's dead. The world is great.
He wants me here. You two don't understand. This side of the table, we got a bond.
Oh, okay.
I'll say go.
Happy I live to see another day. I'm gonna pass my turn. I'm gonna go back to that. I don't have any board
Kept you
wipes.
alive for nothing.
Kept you alive for nothing. Woof.
I'm such a generous soul here. I'll go ahead and ramp you, Corbin. Imprisoned in the moon.
Sure, okay.
Pay
Kill
the
him.
taxes. Courser of Crewfix. That's only a non-creature I can cast, so go ahead.
Trigger this idiot. Draw 2 cards. I'm gonna discard this Jet Mirrors card. 5 mana. Paying the 1. I'm gonna play Honden of Cleansing Fire. During my upkeep, I gain 2 life for each shrine. 4 mana. Using 1 of it to pay the Ristic Study tax, I'm gonna play a creature, Go-Shintai of Ancient Wars. It's a shrine. What? First strike, 2/2. At the beginning of your instep, you may pay 1. If you do, Go-Shintai of Ancient Wars deals X damage to target player or planeswalker, where X is the number of shrines you control.
7. Reduced by 1. I'm going to 3 steps ahead. I'm spraying with all the modes. Counter target spell, that'll be that one. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature I control. I will make a Belvar Stone. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. I'm going to discard a Trouble in Paris because it's not very good right now.
I'll pass.
Play an Overgrown Tomb as my land for turn. 5 mana, paying the 1. When I cast an Chroma's Will, choosing both of it because I control my commander. Creatures I control get flying, vigilance, and double strike. They also gain lifelink, indestructible, and pro all colors.
Would that kill me?
If it were to swing at you, it would kill you.
I see. I will negate. It's being reduced by 1.
Shit.
Almost had him.
Yeah, so many times. Go to combat. Corbin will swing a 3/4 at you.
No blocks.
Say go.
Okay, I'm going to tap all this stuff and draw a card. My 1 spell for turn will be a Reshape. It's being reduced by 1, so X is going to be 1. As additional cost, I will sack an artifact, being this Felwar Stone. Search my library for an artifact card with converted mana cost X or less and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle my library. Just going to get a top into play. Yeah, that's all I got.
Paying the taxes, we're going to cultivate.
In response to cultivate. Black, white, and 1. I'm going to cast a Dire Tactics. I'm going to exile target creature. We're going to hit the Baloth. Then I lose life equal to its creature's toughness if I don't control a human. Saskia the Human.
Forest to field, planes to hand, 4 centers, trigger Omnath, trigger Courser, gain 5. Swing 4 at you.
That's fair. I'll take 4.
And I'll pass.
Upkeep. 1, 2, 3 shrines. Trigger Honden of Cleansing Fire. I will gain 6 life. Draw for turn. Trigger Sanctum of Calm Water. I'm going to draw 3 cards and discard a card. I'm going to discard the Sanctum of Tranquil Light. I'm going to play a Hall of Heliod's Generosity. I can tap it for colorless, or I can pay 1 and a white and tap it to put target enchantment card from my graveyard on top of my library. I'm going to besage you. You're in prison. You can go get a land.
Hey, you get to gain life.
You do.
Yeah, I'm going to gain 5.
Move to my instep. Trigger the Incarnation. I'm going to sack this Honden. It's going to be Seaborn Muse. Pass the turn.
Eddie, will you let me hit you so I can hit Jason?
Sure, why not?
That's wild.
Okay. I'll go to combat. Eddie, I'll swing 3 at you. Red, colorless floating. I will cast a Blasphemous Act. I'm going to deal 13 damage to all creatures.
Paying the tax. Crop rotation, sacking forest.
Gain more life.
Yeah,
Nice.
might as well just gain some life before I lose my creatures. Grab a flooded strand.
I'm going to activate my commander. I guess I'll target Sanctum of All to put it back into the battlefield.
I'll exile your graveyard.
Sure. I will respond to that trigger.
With Hall of Heliod's Generosity.
Oh, to put it on top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will put Sanctum of All on top.
I guess while he's doing that, I'll activate top. Maybe there's a counter spell on top, you know?
I'm going to channel this Colossal Sky Turtle, return Seaborn Muse to my hand. Okay, all my stuff's exiled. My life has no meaning anymore. My creatures are destroyed for the 12th time.
The Blasphemous Act finally goes up. Taxes. Cast Saskia again. Enters. Hey Jason, I'm gonna choose you again. Tribute of the World Tree trigger. I'm gonna draw a card. Sego.
Play a Plains. Shurikai Genesis Engine will be my non-creature. I will go ahead and activate it. So I draw 2, then discard a card, and then I create a 1/1 pilot. We'll discard Aether Flux Reservoir.
Bro,
The trucker
it said pilot, not
Pilot of a
conductor.
Yeah, he drives like a big rig spaceship in the asteroid belt. That'll have to do. Go ahead.
Paying all my taxes. Commander, drawing a card. Paying taxes again. Valakut Exploration is my one non-creature for the turn. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, exile the top card of my library. I may play that this turn. At the beginning of my end step, if there are cards exiled with Valakut Exploration, put them into my graveyard, and then deal that much damage to each opponent. Play a Planeswalker turn, and then I'll gain 4 life. 3 mana and nothing to do with it. Go to my end step.
1.
You all take 1.
I will draw a card. Trigger Sanctum of Call Waters. I will draw a card. I will discard this Exploration.
I have 4 islands now, by the way.
Ooh.
Cardboard flowers.
10 mana. I will use 1 to pay Ristic Study. I will cast Sakama, Primal Calamity.
Did not expect that from the Shrine deck.
ATBs. It has an untap trigger for lands. I will float 3 green and lose life. Untap all my lands. I can pay 2 and a red. Zakama smacks a creature for 3. I can pay 2 and a green to destroy target artifact or enchantment. And I can pay 2 and a white to gain 3 life.
Bye, everyone.
Recast Seaborn Muse. Paying the 5.
I'll come back.
Paying the 1, excuse me.
I guess in response to that one, I should activate top. Okay.
I will cast the Sanctum of All. I'll move to my end step. So I'm going to sack the Sanctum of All to this dude to go get a 6-drop. Archon of Valor's Reach. When it enters the battlefield, I'll name instant. Nobody can cast instant spells. Cast turn.
Untap.
We
Going to combat.
activates the Zakama. 3 mana to deal 3 damage to that pilot.
Oh no, that's instant speed. You can't do that.
Okay, so anyway.
Okay.
I will swing Saskia at you, Jason.
Sure.
You take 3, Saskia trigger, you take 3.
You got me.
Pay 6, not an instant. Cast a farewell.
No.
This is like the stupidest shit ever.
God.
Okay, so we're doing enchantments, creatures, graveyard. Like, are you doing everything?
Don't have to hit artifacts. So we'll do creatures, enchantments, graveyards.
Well, I'm gonna blow up your artifact.
Fair
Are
enough.
you kidding me? Like, what do you think this is? So I'm gonna blow up your artifact because you're scum incarnate. I'll activate Hall of Pelea's Generosity to put the Sanctum of All back on top of my library. And then, like, just lose everything.
Yeah, you should have chosen sorcery.
No.
Pay 3, cast an elemental bond. So when a creature with power 3 or greater enters the battlefield under my control, I can draw a card. Say go.
Omnath's back. Draw a card.
Just give this brother game. Good job, Nate.
Rock and Triumph. I'll gain 4. Flooded Strand.
Yup.
Royal.
Landfall, steal something?
Still a creature.
Okay.
Pass.
I'll cast Sanctum of All. I'll pass. It's all you, bud.
Anguished Unmaking, we're gonna exile the Royal Elemental.
Unfortunate.
Lose 3, just getting myself closer and closer to death. Painful Truths, I'm gonna draw 3, lose 3. Pay 2 for 3 visits.
Hey everyone at home. While Nate's shuffling his deck, I wanted to let you all know that we're going to start doing some giveaways here on the channel. So we have these tokens, these right here. We use these on the channel. I made the art for these. They're all printed on actual playing cards. And we're going to give this set away right here. With the recent release of Modern Horizons 3, we thought we're going to ask you a question here. What is your favorite card from the new set, Modern Horizons 3? Put that down in the comments below, and you will be entered into this random giveaway. Also, if you're a member on our Patreon, you get automatically entered into this giveaway. So if you're already a patron, or if you sign up in the time between we do the drawing, which will be in 2 weeks, we'll announce it there. As I was editing this, I realized it wasn't exactly clear, but if you reply down in the bottom to get an entry, you'll get one there. And if you're a Patreon supporter, you'll also get an additional entry. Just so you know. Good luck.
All right. Green black, cast a Vraska joins up. I'm gonna put a death touch counter on each creature I control, sick gnarly. And then when a legendary creature I control deals combat damage to a player, I draw a card. There you go.
Draw. Pay 4. Oracle and Moldiah. I may play an additional land on each of my turns. Put the top card of my library revealed. I may play lands from the top. Whoa, life from the loam. We're going to play a Flooded Strand. Crack the Flooded Strand. Trigger Omnath the second land drop. We're going to get one of each of his colors. Pay 5 for Nissa Vital Force. I'm going to +1 to untap this Plains. It's going to become a 5/5. Go to combat. 9.
Yep.
And pass.
Upkeep. get a shrine. Oh, I don't have a graveyard, so I guess I'm getting it out of my deck. I'm gonna get this dude. So Go-Shintai of Shared Purpose. It is a 1/3. At the beginning of my end step, I may pay 1. If I do, create a colorless spirit creature token for each shrine I control. 3 mana. Rule of law. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn.
God damn it.
Go eat a bag. Go to my end step. Trigger Go-Shintai of Shared Purpose. I have 2 shrines. I will pay 1, make 2 spirit tokens.
Draw. Have a blocker. Cast Saskia. Eddie will choose you, and then I'm going to draw a card with Elemental Bond. There you go.
Are you not going to attack Nissa?
Were you not going to tap your lands for real?
God.
Both and tap lands. Oracle's a 2/2.
Yeah.
Swing 3 at Nissa.
Block with Oracle.
So you go.
Untap, upkeep, dredge instead of draw. Valakut and Omnath. -6 Nissa. Get
Yeah.
the emblem. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, draw a card. We're going to cast the Life Emblem, returning Flooded Strand and Valakut. So we'll just play the Valakut to draw. Pass.
Upkeep. Trigger Sanctum of All. I'm gonna put this Sanctum of Honden Obsidian Winds. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card for each shrine you control. I will draw for turn. I will cast my commander.
Attempt to dissipate.
It is dissipated.
I will pass the turn.
I cast, and Annie joins up. Whole gang's here. We'll deal 5 damage to Omnath.
Sick.
If a triggered ability of a legendary creature I control would trigger, it triggers again. I'm gonna go to combat. Eddie, I'm gonna smack you for 3.
So you're going to hit me for 9?
Correct. Legendary creature I control dealt damage to a player, draw a card. I have no more spells. Go ahead.
Omnath, Locus of Creation. Draw my card. Flooded Strand. Gain 4. Crack the Flooded Strand. Sacred Foundry. Deal 3 to you.
That's unfortunate.
On its entering, I get 1 of each Omnath's colors, which is irrelevant because can't do anything with it. Go ahead.
Upkeep. Trigger. Sanctum of All will resolve first. Go-Shintai of Hidden Cruelty. Death Touch 2/2. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. When you do, destroy target creature with toughness X or less, where X is the number of shrines you control.
God damn it.
Honden of Seeing Winds will trigger, and I will draw 4 cards because I have 4 shrines.
I'm so sorry you have to edit this.
Land for turn is going to be a Ketria Triome, and then I will go to my end step and trigger both of my Go-Shintais. I will make 4 spirit tokens and destroy target creature with toughness 4 or less.
Draw. Pay 4. Cast a Hana and Alana partners. First strike and reach. Beginning of combat on my turn, put X +1 counters on another target creature I control, where X is Hana and Alana's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. It's not.
This fucker needs to go crash.
Yikes.
Go to combat. I'm going to trigger Hana and Alana. I'm going to trigger Hana and Alana again because if Annie joins up. I'm going to put 4 counters on Saskia. Smack you, Eddie, for 7.
21.
Take 21. I'm going to draw a card with Vraska joins up. Play my land for turn, being this Windswept Teeth. Sego.
Pay 3. Scoot Swarm. I'll play a Shocking Ground tapped. Deal the 3 damage from Valakut to Nate.
Shocking Ground?
Trigger Scoot Swarm. I'm going to get a copy and I will draw a card. I've cast my 1 spell. Pass.
Upkeep. I will get a shrine. A Honden of Infinite Rage. At the beginning of your upkeep, Honden of Infinite Rage deals damage to any target equal to the number of shrines you control.
Well, there goes that idea. I was like, oh, he can only kill 1 scoop per turn. So if I play more than 1 land, I'll get ahead eventually.
It was a nice try.
Yeah, I fought valiantly.
I'm going to draw 5 cards. We're going to play an Endatha Triome. Land for turn is going to be the Sanctum Weaver.
I'm going to play an Endatha Triome. Land for turn is going to be the Sanctum Weaver.
Goes hand in
Okay.
hand with the Shocking
Land
Ground.
I heard it here.
for turn is Endatha Triome. I will then pay 2 mana to cast the Sanctum.
Look, it's been a long day.
It has been a long day. I will go to combat. Bring the wrath of God down onto you. We've got a 2/2 Death Toucher. We have 6 1/1s, and we have a 1/3 coming at you.
Take 9.
Yeah. I will then go to my end step. Yeah. Eat that, bro. Make 5 more spirit tokens that are untapped.
Awesome. Untap, upkeep, and dredge.
He has assembled all of the Omnaths in his graveyard.
Yeah, in my graveyard and 1 in exile. Cast a Splendid Wreck.
Nah.
Damn.
Get a bird.
Well, if I want spell, pass.
Trigger. We'll do Sanctum of Shattered Heights. I can discard a land card or a shrine card to deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is the number of shrines I control. I'll draw 6 cards. Doesn't double trigger because the shrine came in late. Takes 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I will cast Elish Norn, Francine Light.
Hell yeah.
Go to my combat to get out of this nightmare. 33. Just the spirits. Spirits come
Yeah,
at you.
I'm done.
Okay, cool.
Oh boy, great job, everyone. And finally, everyone runs out of board wipes, and Corbin is able to build up enough resources to take over the game, one spell at a time. Thank you all for watching. See you around. Thanks, patrons, especially Paul K, Jacob M, Jared R, Thaddeus R, and Mad Hatter Mage CJ. We really couldn't do this all without our patron support.